What's the easiest choice you can make? Window instead of middle seat? Picking a vendor who sends a great gift basket? Outsourcing business tasks you hate? What about selling with Shopify? Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit a million orders stage. Shopify's there to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell. Wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/try. Go to shopify.com/try now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/try.
O'Reilly. You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge, just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hashtag no music, no intro. Woo! We already know what it is. What's already understood ain't gotta be said. Divisional round. Bucs, Saints, Brady, Breeze, 3. Winner moves on to an NFC Championship. That's a wrestling promo. Like, we don't gotta say shit.
Man. Like you could go listen to the other Bucs previews for the X's and O's. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is it, bruh. Gotta go whip this team, bruh.
All it is all, and people I say people. Greg Rosenthal been in my text like this week. This is what it boils down to. And I was thinking about this. We'll get into the intricacies of the game. Is the way I see it, the Saints and the Bucs skill position players is a wash. You might even potentially give the edge to the Bucs in terms of their wide receivers, right?
Yeah.
And even their tight ends, honestly.
Yeah.
But the key to the game is the Saints defense has been built primarily to face teams built like the Bucs, and the Bucs secondary is not built to handle the Saints offensive weapons. Like that to me, that's the microcosm of the game. If the Saints secondary played like they played in the first 2 games, it could get ugly, but that's the big if, because Tom Brady's been in the lab, Byron Leftwich's been in the lab, Bruce Arians, that they want to beat this team. No team wants to get beat fucking 3 times in the same season, bro. Like,
ain't no question.
So they're going over the shit that got them beat in the first 2 games. But this is what Greg's point was. Greg's point was the Bucs have a great offensive line, but my counterpoint was they played us twice, and the main reason we won those games was our secondary play and our defensive line play.
Yes.
And if that defense shows up, I don't know, man. I don't know.
But, I mean, you said it, man. It comes down – there's not much you could do if the defensive line is beating your offensive line.
No.
I mean, we seen that happen to us. We can go in like Sean Payton could put –
game last playoffs.
Last playoffs, Vikings. You put together the most extravagant plan, but if your front 5 can't handle their front 4, and your quarterback is immobile, there's nothing you can do. Like, it's just like it just all goes out the window. And that's why I preached the defensive line last time we played them when we played that game. And it was so important. Like, people forget how important that game was, because at that time they had the Tampa Bay if they beat us, they were en route for that number one seed, or at least to be in competition for that number one seed because they beat Green Bay. So they would have had a much easier route. So it was so important to us to win that game, and I just kept preaching to I guess myself because obviously the Saints are not listening. The defensive line and the first pass attempt of that game.
Bruh.
I don't remember who did it, but it was just like you saw it.
It was.
You could immediately see that the D-line knew what time it was.
It was Cam Jordan.
It was Cam Jordan, and Tom Brady threw an errant pass.
Yep.
And you could just see, like, okay, the D-line got the message. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then after the game, they all talked about it. Like, the D-line was like, DA preached all week. Like, you got to get the game is on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get to this quarterback. And they have to go, like, somehow find that same mindset.
It's hard, bro. It's hard. Like, and doing it a third time. And I know it's a...
Right. But the only thing I will say, like, usually I'll be like, okay, they might be asleep. But the beautiful thing about this is it's Tom Brady. So you ain't nobody sleeping on Tom Brady. Like, nobody. It's the GOAT. The comedian going to be piping him all week. So it's like, and everybody wants to beat Tom Brady. Like, come on now. Like, come on, man. Like, this is your profession, man. This is the GOAT. You got to go take him out. So it's like the defensive line it's just so critical that they just, thank God that, Trey Henderson practiced 2 days in a row.
Trigger Trey.
So that's like huge, man, because he was a major component.
He's been their kryptonite, bro. Like he's been their game record. Game one, Bruce Arians was chirping that was the game. That was the player that they didn't game plan against all week because he was a lesser player. Like he flat out said that about Trey. Which, to be fair to Bruce Arians' point, we saw Trey Henderson as that type of player too.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, man, what's up with Bruce Arians? Like, he talked too much, man.
He just annoying, bro.
Like he said, what he said earlier this week, or he was something about zone coverage. He was like, "Oh, yeah, that's if you play zone coverage, that's when Drew Brees looks good against us, bro. Like, go look at the tape. Brees was dicing up man coverage, zone coverage. You name it. Like, what are you talking about?
Saints in 4. It didn't matter what coverage it was, bro.
What coverage? Like, what are you talking about, man? Like, I mean, look, and I'm not saying this as like we shouldn't sleep. We need to sleep on Todd Bowles, but I'm just saying, like, Sean Payton has won the Todd Bowles matchup the past 2 years, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes,
like Sean Payton has knew how to take care of that scheme, what Todd Bowles does, and that's I say that with respect to Todd Bowles, like, because he definitely could come in this motherfucker Sunday
and just wreck
that motherfucker cooking and cook some shit up.
I mean, I will say, I mean, the large part why they won week 1 against the Bucs wasn't because of the Saints offense, like the defense carried that day, because the Bucs defense played really well against the offense, and that was like a fully healthy offense before most of everyone got injured. So I think
the offense.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
But the offense was just kind of going through its.
I mean, to be fair, like Emmanuel Sanders didn't know where to line up. Like, it wasn't right.
Yeah, it was like, it just wasn't right. It wasn't right at all. And still, they beat them like comfortably. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much
because of the defense. That means
right, exactly.
I'll say. This is the years of building towards having a defense, like, years of not having a defense and finally having one. Like, it's for games like this, man. It really is. Like,
yeah, man.
You invest. You got Cam Jordan, first rounder, Malcolm Brown, first rounder, Sheldon Rankins, first rounder, two first rounders. Like, you've invested so much draft equity into forming a defense like this. You got Marshawn, first rounder. Jack Rabb was a first rounder. Marcus was a high second rounder. Malcolm was a first rounder. Chauncey, like, bruh, this defense, like, they gotta eat, bruh.
It's a talented defense, man, and all they gotta do is play to their level. Like, that's all they have to do.
That's it.
They play to their level, the Saints should win. Is that it? And
Yes.
I mean, me and Greg Rosenthal went, kind of was going back and forth last week because I tweeted like, this team built is not. I mean, is built to where it's not QB reliant. It's not Breeze reliant like it used to be.
Right.
Like, and that's important. What I said right there, they're not like it used to be. I'm not saying it's not Breeze reliant. It's still Drew Brees.
Yeah, because we saw how it was when he wasn't in.
Right, exactly. Like Drew Brees. Like we need good Drew Brees for us to win these games. Like we need that. Drew Brees needs to play well. But I mean, we don't need him to throw for 450 yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks. 80% completion percentage, because that's what we used to need to win games.
Bro, that's what we needed to be 7-9, not to be like a top three team in the league.
Exactly. But even when we did get to the playoffs, we needed great Drew Brees to win those playoffs games because we had a okay defense, but it wasn't anything close to what we have now. Right now, you have a good team, offense, defense, special teams. So we just need Drew Brees to play well, complete 70%, take shots downfield when they're there, complete passes, control the game, use his extraordinary knowledge of the game to get guys in the right, right split, setting the right, the right protection calls and all that stuff, and put the ball where it needs to be, throw it in anticipation. That's all we need Drew Brees to do, just be him and play within himself. And, he doesn't need with this team, he doesn't need to play outside himself and be Superman, And look, and anything can happen because look, offenses are over defenses any day of the week. Even if your defense playing great, you could a motherfucker could drop 30 on you at any time because all it takes is 2 people not communicating right. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And now motherfuckers putting up points on you. And I still think the way Drew Brees is playing, especially the last couple of weeks, the way his arms look, I'm still okay. If we're down 7 points or 10 points, it's not like we just done. It's like oh, we down 10, it's done. No, we still got enough offensive prowess. And that's another thing. We're still waiting to see the offense. And which is funny because the last time we really saw the offense,
it was against this Todd Bowles defense, bro.
Exactly. So
that performance, that was one of those performances where you felt like it was, that New England game in 2009, or how they dominated the Bengals, or how they dominated the Bills, or just those just dominant, where it's just
you're not stressing, you just enjoying the game,
bro. Just tweeting out the most reckless shit, bro.
Those the good times, and then after that game, what did they play? The 40? Who did they play next? Was it the 49ers?
I think it was the 49ers. Then Drew got hurt.
And everything was sideways.
and they still finished fourth, the 12-4, bro. Ain't some shit, bro. We spoiled as fuck.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's on the flip side of that, man, they fucking lose this game. This is it.
Oh,
we would be going into an off season none of us have experienced since 2005.
But no quarterback, negative 100 mil in cap space,
just darkness. You know what I'm saying? Real darkness. So man, this is huge, bro. It's huge. I ain't even worried about next week.
Oh shit! No. Not falling for that again. Absolutely. I mean, I didn't fall for it last year either. But no, I'm not even. It sucks too because of course the Saints play they are the very last game of the weekend because why wouldn't they be? Man,
can you imagine that shit if we take care of Tom Brady 3 times in a year, bro? Damn, that's something to put on your mantle right there, bro.
It is. Also, I know we should just be accustomed to it, but bro, could you imagine the Superdome if it was at full capacity on Sunday, bro?
Oh man, bro,
that bitch would be rocking.
I'm talking about rocking, son. Man.
Oh, Like, I have chills thinking about it, bro. Like, oh, man.
Tom Brady? Come on, bro.
Divisional round?
At night? Well, motherfuckers will be lubed up, dog. Like, man.
But it sucks. It is what it is. What are some? I mean, we could talk X's and O's, but what are some things? So we should talk about some of the injury stuff. So we're recording this Thursday night. So when you listen to this, you're going to listen to it Thursday night, Friday morning, what have you, before the game, even maybe Saturday. So the good news is, like we said, Trigger Trey has practiced on a limited basis past 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday. Taysom Hill. Wednesday and Thursday, didn't practice, and we talked about on the recap show, bro. Like that knee, he didn't have that giddy up, man. Like it wasn't there.
He didn't look right at all.
He didn't. So Taysom hasn't practiced, and even a bigger worry is that Latavius Murray hasn't practiced, bro.
Yeah.
A quad injury. Like I don't know if it's just like I know he's a forgotten player, but. He does like that play against the Bears last week is a perfect example. He's fucking chipping block. He falls down, gets up. Like that's not even part of the play. He scores a touchdown. Like that's huge.
That's huge, man. It's huge. He's a good football player.
He is, and he's great.
One good football player. Yeah,
he is, and a big thing of what he's really good at, especially against a team like the Tampa Bay Bucs with Todd Bowles and defense. He's really good at blitz pickup. Yeah, man.
Really good, really good. Him and AK are good, but he's really good. So that's that's a loss, bro. Like that's like.
And I don't like is AK playing all the snaps? Like that doesn't sound great. Like I don't.
Dwayne Harris. I mean, I don't know what. I don't know. Like, you know.
Do we? Maybe Sean got to call up John and Harbaugh. Say, listen, I know you helped me out with Will Lutz. That was great. Y'all ain't using, Marky Mark for this playoff run. Can y'all cut him real quick, bro?
Like fucking Green Bay did with I forgot.
Jared trying to yeah.
Voorhees or some shit. I don't know. And then he bet you on the COVID list.
It's like I tweeted, Ryan, God don't like ugly.
Like y'all thought y'all did something.
God don't like ugly, bro. So if Latavius can't go, like I don't even know if there's a running back on the Saints practice squad. Like I don't know.
Well, like I said, they got Dwayne Harris as a backup.
Is it Harris or Washington?
There's Dwayne Washington. Yeah, I'm sorry. So I'm guessing he would be up. You know what I'm saying?
Ew.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. It'll be AK, and what sucks about Taysom being injured too is he also comes in at pass pro. He chips.
He pass pro. He's short yardage sometimes. Like that's a huge loss. If he can't go, like that's a loss.
Huge short yardage, huge red zone weapon. So those are hits. Like those are not easily replaceable hits that you just got to swallow. And, I think it will affect, it's going to affect the game plan. Now, they have all week to prepare, and I'm sure Sean Payton is going to have some other wrinkles in there. And, we'll see how that goes. But it's just something like it's going to be new players in there. And anytime you do that, it's just, it's just that uncertainty that goes with it. So, it sucks if they can't go. And look, we'll see, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. Maybe something happens, but usually when they don't practice Wednesday and Thursday, it's not looking promising.
It isn't. I will. So the Bucs, I think, starting left guard sustained like a really bad injury against the football team, Alex Kappa. So he's not going to play. So they're going to be down to their backup left guard. And I fully expect Dennis Allen to try to exploit that with pressures. I mean, I would say, although I will say a big reason why the Saints have been successful against the Bucs as well is that they haven't needed to bring extra pressure at Tom Brady. Like they were getting home with just 4 and then they could just drop. Like that's huge. That's game changing.
game changer, bro. And that was when they talked about it on the last game. The last time they played the Bucs, they talked about how the D line talked about how it was on them. Like Dennis Allen wouldn't be cooking up a ton of pressures. They were going to win that matchup. So I think you got to take that approach because Tom Brady will eat the fuck out of blitz. But but that said, when pressured, I can't remember where. I think it was New Orleans football. Nick Underhill. Like Brady is like completing like 36% when he's under pressure this year. 36, like one of the worst. Like Drew Brees is like top 2 against pressure. Like he's completing like 56%. So that's huge, bro. Like Tom Brady's playing out of his mind right now. That's because he hadn't been under pressure. You get pressure on him, man. It's just he's a different quarterback. But it's scary because like we watched our defensive line all year. There have been games where they've been great.
Yep.
And there have been games where it's just like, where y'all at?
Yep.
Even the last game against the Bears, I know Trigger Trey wasn't there, but it was just like they were okay, but it was like, oh man, like can y'all do a little more? You know what I'm saying? Like,
the what was it? The Raiders game?
Yeah.
It's just been some. They haven't been as consistent, but every time they played the Bucs, they brought it.
Yes.
I think we completely forgot that Ty Montgomery was on the team, so maybe they lean on him in a running back role.
But again, back to pass pro. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how good Ty Montgomery is at pass protection. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be interesting. Like that's gonna be a key to the game because like it's not like they need to hit Drew like 50 times. Like all it takes is like 2 or 3 where they get a blitzer free. You know what I'm saying? And that's game changing. Forced fumbles, forced third and long situations.
Yep.
All kinds of situations.
Yeah, man. Get behind the down. Just getting behind the down in general. Just drive killers.
Taking a 2nd and 4 and turn it into 3rd and 12, and then it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Let's just run a screen, punt.
Let's talk about special teams, man, because they have not been that special lately.
No, they haven't, man, and that's another key to the game. Like we're gonna need punt return coverage, punt returns, kick returns, like, and of course, like the big elephant in the room is big nut Lutz.
Nigga, like flaccid Lutz right now, bro. Like,
and everybody hit me with explanations. Oh, the laces weren't out, or
I don't care, bro.
I don't care. Like, fix this shit.
You're a professional, bro. Like, we in the playoffs.
Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, fix it. Like the long snapper, the place. I don't care. Like, fix it. You shouldn't be missing those kicks. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know a 50-yarder is not like a given, but Lutz indoors should hit that at home. Period. In a quiet zone.
And like I said, they haven't been close.
Ain't close. They're not bouncing off the rim. They are not close. They need to fix that shit, man.
I will ask you. So this is kind of the first time that we played them since AB. I might nut on your back without your consent. It's fully integrated in the offense. Are you as a fan? Does that scare you?
Of course, like, yeah. Like, why wouldn't you be scared of AB, bro? Like the dude a beast, man. Like I know he's probably kind of come on slowly, but the last couple of weeks, man, he's looked like the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like not like prime AB, but like just a few notches below, which is like still really, 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 really good. So he's gonna be a tough matchup. I imagine Latimer gonna do his thing. Like keep doing it, bro. Like take Mike Evans out of the game because that's still like Tom Brady's go-to guy, especially for big plays.
It is
like downfield,
and he's going
to Evans.
Yeah, and Evans is. I feel like Evans is always giving, bro. Like
what's up, man? So like I want to,
but yeah,
get on him. But AB, they move him around a little bit. They move him in the slot. they put him out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't expect him to get shadowed. I do expect him to be on CJ a little bit. I do expect him to get on Jenkins, and they're just going to demand they're going to handle him. You know what I'm saying? They're going to handle him. Shoot, I figure out a way to double him. It sucks. Pete Rob on the injury report?
Yeah, Pete Rob missed 2 practices with the hamstring.
Okay, so yeah, that sucks. But they're going to have to play for AB. Scotty Miller, CD Deuce has done pretty good with Scotty when they matched up. So that's a matchup. Saints like to go 2-man, like they play 2 deep, with man under, and they've been able to handle that, man. Like that coverage. Now I wouldn't say it gives Brady. The coverage doesn't exactly give Brady problems.
No, the coverage doesn't give him fits.
The coverage and
the execution.
Yeah, the execution of the coverage plus pressure.
Yes,
because you have to be pinpoint with it, like because you got 2 safeties over top and your man coverage, and they have kind of choices to do. So, attack underneath or stay with the man and stuff like that, or just kind of not freelance, but kind of take chances a little bit with the ball. That's why we've picked off Brady this year more than any other team. You know what I'm saying? So
that's insane.
That's insane. Like, so, like, bro, like, man, Saints D, man, like, whatever they were doing, like, just do that. Do that.
Please, just do it again. Do it again.
Do it one more time for your boy, man. Oh, man.
How do you feel? I mean, we talked about it. Like, the offense did enough. I don't expect, even though Latavius may not play, I don't expect there to be a lot of rushing attempts because Sean is kind of just his first 2 games he kind of told you what he thought of the Bucs defense and their front. He's like, you know what? I'm not going to even try.
and what they is, like, as good as their linebackers are, who I love their linebackers, Sean be attacking them motherfuckers. Go right at them.
He does. That route that Adam Troutman put on Devin White, bro. Sweating.
Cooks. Jared Cook put it on. Like they go at the linebackers, bro. So Sean know it. Go ahead.
Yeah, Sean attacks the linebackers. He attacks their secondary. He respects their front 7 in the run game, but like he's showing you that he doesn't respect their defense in the back end, and like that's what it kind of I led the preview pod saying if matchup wise the offenses are kind of pretty much a wash. It really boils down to if the Bucs secondary continues to be the Bucs secondary and the Saints secondary continue to be the Saints secondary, the Saints have a high probability of winning this game.
Absolutely. And I'm just thinking, just thinking about Bruce Arians' comments about zone coverage. I'm wondering if he's telling Bowles, like, I want to go man. Like, I would man up on these wide receivers, man up on them, beat them at the line. I'm curious to see if he takes that approach and what Sean Payton's response will be. Even though, like, we beat them in man zone, all that shit. Like, we beat them. I just want to protect that.
So I don't have anyone breaking it down. I will say that their plan in week 1, their defense, the Bucs defense largely played pretty well. And what Bowles did in that game was Carlton Davis was on Mike Thomas pretty much exclusively.
Yeah.
He got doubled here and there. Carlton Davis had a really good game. Like, he pretty much shut Mike down that game. He was in his face. He was, playing man, playing good press coverage, and the Saints had to go elsewhere with the ball, and the offense struggled.
Because Sanders, he was off. I remember Trey was dropping balls.
Yeah, it was just messy. And so I don't know, from what I saw in the, that Sunday night football game, I think Bowles tried to utilize a little more zone and kind of went away. Like, I think that was just maybe try to throw Drew off and like throw some looks and some pressures at the offense that they hadn't potentially prepared for, and they were ready for it, bro. Like,
yeah.
So I do think that if the Bucs have, if that, to your theory, which I think is a really good point, like Sean has to have some man beaters, and this isn't the same Saints offense that played against the Chiefs, where the Chiefs was like, y'all little trash receivers, like Speak Spagnuolo was
Joanna Man and all that shit. We don't give a fuck about Joanna Man.
And that game, just going back to that Chiefs game was just so frustrating because it was just so unimaginative. Like Sean was just expecting wide receiver fives win one-on-one matchups. So I do think if they do go man, knowing Sean, hopefully he'll have a plan, he'll have some man beaters. And I think, especially when you go man, that leaves, maybe we see AK down the field more, will routes. That one of my favorite Sean plays to this date is the play that Reggie Bush scored on against the Bears in the NFC Championship game, bro. Colson just those a legal pick and Reggie's on and gone. That's what man coverage allows you to do. So it'll be interesting, man. It'll be interesting. We got to talk about the offensive line. Pete, Reese, every time we talk about them, they the first two we break up, bro.
And look, man, Pete played all right. I know there was that video of him doing the little busted challenge, splitting and shit. But outside of that, bro, he played. He played well. He played well against the Bears. He didn't have to go up against Hicks though. So but Reese. Nick Underhill has done some work on it. I've looked at a few snaps. He didn't play awful against Hicks, but there are times where he caused Drew Brees to have to speed the clock up quite a bit. Where he was just Caesar was just a little overmatched. And look, Akeem Hicks is he's a Pro Bowl defensive tackle. So it happens, you know what I'm saying? So it's just gonna be he's probably be lined up against Sue a little bit. The Bucs defensive line is good. They got Shaq Barrett, JPP. I know he hadn't practiced, but I expect him to play. They're gonna come with a little something, but this offensive line should in quotes be able to handle that matchup. They should.
They should, man.
Don't let Shaq Barrett, reclaim his throne. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't do that.
Can't happen, bro. And that's why I keep coming back to the whole Latavius thing, because one thing that we saw it even in week one, Todd Bowles will cook something up with Devin White coming on pressure, bro. When he comes on pressure, he comes screaming, bro.
Screaming. And Drew Brees at this age, man, he going down. He can't get that ball off. He can't get that ball off. He is going down like a ship quick.
I will say I prefer that over Taysom's,
oh my God.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to just get a Taysom dig in there, but yeah. So they got to bring it. The key to the game is the defensive line. The key player. Let me. And I don't do this. We haven't done this before. I'm going to give you two key players of the game: Trey Hendrickson, Donovan Smith. There you go. Yeah. You won't know. At least, and like I said, I think if the Saints defense do their thing, I think the Saints win, even if the offense is struggling, because I think they'll do enough. But if Trey Hendrickson is giving Donovan Smith that work, like he's giving him in week one and in Sunday Night Football in game two, that'll tell you everything.
And early. That's
early. Early, bro.
Both games, Trigger Trey was on that ass early.
So if Trey is pointing up to the sky,
If he point to the Lord, man, you know we doing something right.
Right, bro? On a Sunday? Shit, bro.
So we gotta hope to see that early, like just see Trigger Trey acting a fool, see Cam Jordan, showing up, see David Onyemata and Sheldon Rankins, and look, they got some young dogs like Malcolm Roach. No, not Malcolm Roach. Was it Brown? Was Malcolm Brown back last week?
So yeah, Malcolm Brown. I don't know if he was back, but Malcolm Brown. Honestly, I've realized he's the keys to the Saints' run defense.
That run defense, man, he is.
When he plays, that no one runs against them. When he's out, their run defense takes a huge hit.
It does, man. It does. So, I think Ronald Jones, he's injured, but they're trying to get him back for this game, and then you have old Fournette, who's a fine running back. Yeah. He's a fine running back. He can break one off. Here and there. But,
he fucking running in fucking Uggs out on the football field. Let's not.
Yeah. So, they need to shut that shit down. But let's be honest, though. This is a pass it off. Like, Brady threw for damn near 400 yards last week against the Washington football team defense. So, this is Brady, man. Like, he could. Brady has been playing. I know, like, people just, like I get it. Like, I get it that, like, nobody wants to give Tom Brady props for anything because, it's fucking Tom Brady. We tired of him. We sick of Tom Brady.
Yes.
Like, I get it. But, like, dude has been playing well the last couple of weeks, really well.
Right.
But I was looking at them against the Skins. I'm like, I don't know, man. It's like, I guess, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, I was looking at them against the Redskins, not so much when Tom Brady, when the offense was playing, but I was looking at their, like, the defense, and I was like, you letting MAGA Tyler Heineke, like, cut y'all up? Like, he was throwing some dimes out there, bruh.
Y'all letting this man Heineken, he gonna get a big contract. Like, he's gonna be in the league for another 5 or 6 years.
Because of this performance. Like, take away, like, the scrambling and all that. Like, the Bucs weren't getting any pressure on a not great Washington offensive line. And the Bucs skill weapons the Washington football team skill weapons, which, Scary Terry was hurt. Like, they were making plays against the Bucs secondary. And so that's why I say, like, that, like, those are the juxtapositions of the game is Saints secondary, Bucs secondary. Like that, like the talent is the key in that. I will bring up a quick point that shout out to our guy Kev on Twitter brought up is he did, Alexander Loney played a good game against the Bears, like a dang good game. But Kev brought up this may be the game where the Bucs may try to attack Alex Anzalone in coverage, and he's just not the same coverage linebacker that Quan is.
No, he's not. He's not, man. And that's definitely something we need to look out for. That's what Tom Brady does. He tries to get matchups, and I think depending how we deploy our defensive strategy, you got to make sure you're not rolling with Alex Anzalone covering a wide receiver. Like we don't want that. Like we don't want that. That's a matchup. It's a matchup win.
Like in the national championship game when Devontae Smith was.
Oh, bro.
That white linebacker was trying, bro.
Bro, that shit was so funny. I'm like, man, I know the Saints are looking like, fine, this guy. Look at the heart he plays.
I tweeted like it reminded me when we had AJ Klein and he was like in space on the outside against a running back, bro.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. AJ Klein, bro.
Still in the playoffs, though. Still in the playoffs.
With the Bills, man. With the Bills, you heard me?
I will say the funniest thing about that clip in the national championship game was like Devontae Smith had like throttled down a little bit, bro. Like he wasn't even going full speed towards the end, and you can tell that linebacker was like,
I think I changed the channel, bro. I'm like, I don't JV team, man. This is ridiculous.
Um, I mean, we covered them all, man. Like there's no more that got to be said. We know what it is. It's the
What it
Bucs.
is, man.
It's Tom Brady. Like this is it. This is it.
I know we say that every week, but like this is it. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully there's a next week, and that's gonna be it.
That's gonna be it.
You know? So like, man, it's been a good ride though, man. Like, just handle this game. Like, the Saints should beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They should.
They should, because they match. I tweeted this earlier today. They match up very well against the Bucs.
Exactly. I mean, Tony Romo said it during the game last week. You know, he was like, they're just, you know, some teams, he was talking about Tampa Bay. It's like, you know, they go out and play them, you know, it's just some teams just don't, you know, just to match up. The Saints just on a good matchup for the Tampa Bay Bucs. Like, and he knows that. Like, he can look at it and just see it. It's just like some teams just don't match up well for certain teams, and like it's a good matchup for us if we want to win. But for them, there's
been teams that the same type of matchup historically well with over the years.
Yeah, bro.
Like, 49ers, the Seahawks in their Legion of Boom days.
Exactly.
The Bears with Urlacher and Lance Briggs,
oh man, did not match up well.
Even Carolina with
I'm about to say even the Carolina Panthers.
Bro, with you know, Thomas Davis and fucking Luke Keith. Like, there's just teams that just sometimes they just have your number.
Right. Exactly. So, you know, we gotta hope that just continues. Like,
it is.
Like I said, all it takes is a few mistakes. All it takes is, you know, a cornerback peeking in the backfield, or Marcus Williams missing a tackle, you know, flying. And, you know, putting his head down or something, letting Gronk get loose. Like, don't let Gronk old ass get loose. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel, I just can't see, you know, Tampa Bay struggling like they did, you know, in week 8.
No, bro. If it's like 35-0 Saints at halftime, I would be shocked.
No, I just can't see that. I can't see that.
Shocked. One thing I will say, and I think it's St. Dunn, St. Charlie, one of our supporters who's in the UK, is a big thing in this matchup that we don't talk about. That's a huge advantage for the Saints is the coaching, bruh. Like. To his point of Charlie bringing up, like, has Bruce Arians showed that he's like a good coach since he's been with Tampa Bay? Like,
I ain't seen it.
And to Charlie's point, he brought up like Bruce Arians hasn't like really made any adjustments. Like he hasn't changed anything. Like, can he make those changes? Like, I don't know. Hopefully not.
That's not who he is. Like, that's not who he is. He's always been this, like, this is what I run type of guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's always been that way, man. And I mean, that's just the way he coaches. Like, he thinks what he does works, and, you know, more power to him. And look, I mean, they won 11 games, so it's not like they've been garbage or nothing like that. But I mean, if you've watched Tampa Bay this year, you just seen moments where you're like, what's wrong here? It's like, what's not working here? Because they'll go on a quarter or two where it's just like nothing's happening. Then, you know, second quarter, you know, third quarter come on, and then they just blow up. And you know, so yeah, it's interesting, man. But like, I take Sean Payton, DA. I put our staff over there as like every day of the week.
Easily, bro. Easily.
And I say that I got respect for Todd Bowles. I like what he does and all that stuff. But, you know, maybe it's just the personnel or whatever. I don't know. But but we'll see, bro. We'll see, man. Like, I ask you this. I think, you know, every fan should ask themselves this question. Like, if your team loses, how will it happen? Like, how does your team lose this game? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does the Saints lose this game?
If we get, I don't even put it so much on the offense. I think if we get bad Saints secondary, you know how they'll lose this game? Remember the last Saints game we went to in person against the Bucs?
Yeah, exactly.
That's how. Like, Marshawn playing on a slip and slide, falling down. Like, who was the fucking running back or whatever they signed from the Patriots?
I don't even remember his name, bro.
Fumbled. Like, that's how, bro. Like, that's how they lose this game.
Exactly. And it was a similar team. You know what I'm saying? Same DC. It was early. It was the first game of the season, and we know how they play early. But they have that capability in them too. Just like they have the capability to play well, we've also seen them play horribly. So if they were to lose this game, that's how. You know what I'm saying? If they don't put their best foot forward and play intelligently. Shout out to like Malcolm Jenkins. He was struggling the last couple of weeks, but I thought he played really well last week.
Yeah, he did, man. He did.
Like there was that play they highlighted where he just, he's on the opposite side of the field.
Man, that was beautiful.
Coming across and just tackle. I forgot who he tackled.
I think it was Cole Kmet.
Cole Kmet, yeah. Just, boom. I mean, that's a big dude. You know what I'm saying? And taking him out behind the sticks. You know what I'm saying? Like those plays are so huge to me. Like they're so impressive. Like they're more impressive to me sometimes than like the interception or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like those plays, because I've watched Saints defenses give up those plays.
Bruh, Todd, like we know that story, bruh.
It's like third and 8, and just flip it out to the tight end and he runs with. Like I've seen that so much. Like those plays just impress the shit out of me, bro. It's like
we confident, like we can tackle.
Tackle, like tackle. Keep
our defense got some undisciplined shit.
Bro, do you remember how the flex throws the flex look? What was that? The year Rob Ryan got fired.
Dude,
bro. Like we used to be praying for Ellaby, bro. For Ellaby, like man.
Darnell, bro.
Darnell Ellaby come back, man. We undefeated when Darnell Ellaby played.
But we been through some shit, bro. Oh man, they got to show up, man. They just got to show up. And we'll see. We'll see.
Bro.
And regardless of if they show up or they don't, we'll be here Sunday night. Recap it.
I'm not trying to be on a video. Looking sad and shit, man.
I mean, here's the thing about me, bro. I'm gonna be laughing one way or the other.
Most likely, I'm gonna be laughing too. I'll be laughing, bro. I laugh at pain. Everybody know me. I'll be at a funeral cracking up, man.
But we're gonna be back. We're gonna recap it. So we'll support the team the best you can from home. If you're, I don't even know like what I think there's only 3,000. Like if you're going to the game, I know there's a very limited people that can go. Be fucking loud. Like I still heard the Who Dat chant in the Bears game, bro. 3,000 people, bro. Brought a little tear to my eye. So be loud. We'll be back Sunday night to recap it, record it all, video format. Hopefully we're talking about who NFC Championship game, but we got to take care of these dudes first. Be safe out there. Fuck.
Masks. Rock y'all masks this Sunday, man.
Let's go. Let's see them. Although, like, if you're at home, like, don't like it may kind of be hard, like. I know how I am when I wear a mask. Like I walk too far and I'm just spit. So maybe try not to cheer. Don't cheer with your mask going out. But if you're like out and about Saturday, Friday, have the mask on. Shout out to Braden, to Miguel, to Christian, who posted on Twitter with rocking their mask. if you've gotten your mask, please give a shout out on Twitter. Add us at the Saints Twitter account, at me, at Ryan. You can put it on fucking Instagram. We want to see the support. We love it. Shout out also to April for making that happen. And we'll see what happens, man. It is what it is. I hope it's nothing like your dream. I can't take another Saints Steelers type game, bro. Mm-mm.
Oh man, I swear to God, I hope that don't happen. Man.
Don't need that in my life. But we'll be back. Stay safe. Even football aside, next week, the 20th is a big day for the country, but also maybe a very fucking scary day for the country as well.
Oh yeah.
Like my supervisor at work told us, all who report to her yesterday, like, yo, try not to come to the office next Wednesday. Like, try to avoid the office if need. We don't know, just like in case some shit pops off, like, don't be here. Try to telecommute. Like, that's crazy.
Where we at, bro. That's where we at.
Isn't that wild? I mean, I work in a government county building, like, so
they're gonna have. Sorry, excuse me. You're gonna have 10,000 National Guards at the inauguration, man, armed and ready. Armed and fucking ready, bro.
Can we talk about how it's so wild that they're gonna need more protection for Joe Biden than when Obama? That blows my mind.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Crazy times, bro. Crazy times.
Truly. But anyway, say that realness aside, fucking support the fucking Saints. Let's fucking go. Let's see this shit. Let's see this shit through, man. Journey's not over, man. Let's keep going.
Let's go, baby. Who that?
With that, we're out.
Peace.
Spring is in the air at Littleton Coin Company, and we want to help you brighten your collection. Visit us at littletoncoin.com all month long to enjoy 15% off your purchase. With a wide selection of coins, paper money, supplies, and more, Littleton Coin Company has something for every collector's taste. Use promo code SPRING at littletoncoin.com for 15% off your purchase all month long. Restrictions apply. Littleton Coin Company. Serving collectors since 1945.
O'Reilly.
Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.